Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 12 of my full platinum walkthrough for Lies of P. This is it, the endings. So we're doing all three in this one video. First of all, we're just going to go back and grab something that may help you. These are just a couple of things I wanted to point out before we get onto the last two bosses, because especially the second one is one of the harder bosses of the game. So I want to make sure you're prepared enough, because I make it look a right mess. So this first one, we're going to go back to this merchant and we're going to grab this converter here. Obviously this is optional, but this is the one that helps against fire, which is going to help for one of the bosses. I completely forgot to put it on, but hopefully you don't. I will remind you, but I do put it on the second time. We have to fight the same two bosses twice for the three endings. One of them we don't. Or we just need to fight one. So we're going to be using backup saves. So those on Xbox, I will go through which is the best option for you. We need to go. I'm just going to show you the Malum district here as well. There is another merchant here where you can buy throwable objects, which again are going to come in handy. So if you need to farm some souls, not souls, some Ergo, and then come back here and buy more. If you run out, you know, you keep dying, retrying, whatever. It's not going to be at that point 1 or 2 tries maximum, I reckon. I just make it look difficult. I can obviously walk it through with you. So we need fire and electric, essentially. So that's electric, that's electric, and then you got the 2 fire ones. So I'm just going to buy a few of each, and we'll show you how to put them on the belt. If you should know already to use them. The canisters aren't as good as the throwables. I scrap those entirely for the second time we fight them. So I wouldn't actually bother with the canisters, but the throwable ones, then grab those instead. Definitely get those. So I'm going to go back to Ascension Bridge and then we're going to do a backup save. I will show you the whole process. I do have a separate video, but I thought I'd just throw that in here. So I'm on PlayStation 5. If you are on PlayStation 4, it's pretty much the same. So quit out the game in the same way, and then go to the homepage of PlayStation. So quit out properly. So make sure you do it properly. Close the game. Now you can press options on the game, and you can do it from here. Chances are it will just say check update status of your save or something like that. If that's the case, go to your settings, go to save data at the bottom, and in there you'll see the PS5. So if you're playing the PS5 version of the game, use this one. If you're playing the PS4 version of the game, go down one and use that one. Go to upload to cloud storage. You need PlayStation Plus for this. If you don't have that, you're going to be in the same boat as the people with Xboxes. So I'll go through what your options are. So upload. And then don't touch that save again until I tell you to. If you're on PS4, you do it from here. You do have another option though. You don't need PlayStation Plus if you're on a PlayStation 4. You can copy, ignore that, copy to a USB stick. So just stick that in your PS5 or PS4 and you can copy straight to that instead, which is better. It's just a shame PlayStation 5 don't do it. And if you check now, you will have upload, download, save data. So remove the update. It's going to ask you about the update, the syncing and all that. That's what I meant to say, the syncing. So remove that and you're able to do it. If you're on Xbox, you don't want to choose the same option I'm about to choose now. You want to do the third ending that I do in this video first on your first run, and then do the other two. So I know that sounds complicated, but this is the best order if you're on PlayStation. Go in here and then you go into see Sophia. And your options here are these two. We want to let her live. If you're on Xbox, do the opposite. Give her peace and go on to the third ending. So do that. Everyone's going to get the trophy here, learning about emotions. I'm going to completely just run through this next section of the game. We're going to do this again properly, because obviously we've just made the backup save. We will be reverting back to that. So I'm going to run past all these enemies. Again, if you're on Xbox, go to 23 minutes in this video, and that is going to be the time that I revert back to the save and start this run again. I do this area properly the second time through, so at this point I'm just running through to get to the bosses, because obviously we do need to do all this again, and then follow that through. But you don't want to do the first ending that I do there. You want to make the second choice when it comes to Geppetto, and go from there. I know it's very confusing, so it's best to jump around the video and just check the whole thing out when it comes to the Geppetto part. After you've fought Simon Manus, you go down, you meet Geppetto, and you make a choice of either to give him the heart, give him your heart, or don't give him your heart. If you are on this first run on Xbox or PlayStation without PlayStation Plus, you want to go through and don't give him your heart, so refuse. You want that ending, so that's the best ending that you can get. That's what we've been working towards. Your hair will be white now. You're probably not watching at this point if you've made that other choice back with Sophia to give her peace. I know it's not the easiest way to sort of structure this, but I'm just trying to get all bases covered. Xbox, PlayStation, everything. Obviously, if you're on PlayStation, you should be following along with me. You've done your backup save. Your hair should still be black, and you're doing a bit of a speed run through this section just to get to the bosses, so we can get one of the 3 endings. I will obviously go through things again when we get to the important parts. So yeah, take it fast but easy. Don't go, follow what I'm doing, but don't take any unnecessary risks. This is essentially, yeah, so again with these guys, don't try and run past them. Take your time here and shoot them. This is essentially what New Game Plus is going to be like. I'm just going to be running through past everything to get 5 records that we need, and then we'll be moving on to the DLC. So you need to be in New Game Plus for that anyway, because it has records, which is great. So yeah, don't worry about any of the items that I'm here, because we will be coming back and picking all these up. There is a shortcut here. I will show it this time. I won't show it next time. If you don't have a golden coin fruit, go and grab one now. So this is going to take us down to open the gate where the Stargazer is. If you don't have one, you should have one. Go and grab one now, because we're going to use it to skip a boss fight. If you're not bothered, then you don't need to obviously use this lift, but you've probably done it already now. Doesn't matter. You know where it is for future. Because there are no more enemies, there's just a boss fight here. But if you have a golden coin fruit, you can skip it entirely. It's Red Fox. So we've done Black Cat, gave him the fruit, he's left us alone. This is Red Fox now, you can do the same thing. So here they are.
Ciao, Bello. Just show me some.
Just go through the dialogue and you'll get the option to give them some fruit, some coin fruit, whatever it's called. Do so.
Thank you. This much?
You're going to get the mask and they will not fight you, which is good. And the door will open and we can just carry on.
Go to him.
Go and see Geppetto. So there's going to be a choice that I make with Geppetto here. At this one, it doesn't matter what we say. I think I just agree that yes, he was a good father. It doesn't matter because we're not bothered about this. We're actually going for the, not the worst ending, kind of the middle one, I guess.
It saddens me to see my precious son in a place like this for my sake. Was I a trustworthy father?
So I think I just say it here. Is he? Yeah, so was he trustworthy father? Yes, he was.
I have the courage to carry on because we're...
Doesn't matter, I just want to move on.
That again.
This is all going to get overwritten. So yeah, heart is pounding. Bit late for all that now anyway. We've made that choice. That was the one down in with Sophia. So passage and on we go. Some more running. So if you are still watching Xbox or non-PlayStation Plus, this should be your second or third ending. I'm going to ignore that crate there, that chest. We don't need it. Running past. Yeah, if they do the stab, they'll get you. If they do the slash, they won't get you. Going to open the shortcut. If you have any problems, you can just go from the Stargazer up the ladder now and carry on. There is a bit of a mini boss, an elite enemy up here. We're not going to fight him this time, but we will do on the way up next time. It does drop some quartz, but yeah, we're not going to hold on to it, so it doesn't matter. There he is, Bane's back. Be careful along here. So kind of take it slow but fast because he is following you. I don't know how, I've not looked back to see how he does it, but he does follow you. I can hear him, or could last time anyway. So we're nearly there. Just going to get over here and go up the stairs. Oh Jesus. And then we're at the first boss fight, and it leads straight into the second one. Okay, we're here now. So, Stargazer at the top. Let's get ready for this fight. This is the easier one of the two. This shouldn't pose any problems at all, really. So I'm just going to get set up. If you want to, you can go and use some of your gold fruit coin to buy some of the stars for your cube to give your spectre that helps some more health if you wish, or to revive, or whatever it is. This guy's weak against fire, so get your 2 fire things, your thermite and your fire canisters. And then I'm actually going to put in, we don't need it now, but for later, the Urgent Vanini repair tool. The second boss does a lot of damage to your weapon if you keep blocking, so that is something that's going to come in handy. So get used to switching, so you're pressing down and then square, or up and then square to switch through them. I'm going to switch the defense part to the one that is resistance to decay, because this one can use decay. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking of changing something there. I can't remember what it was now. You can actually take your lamp off as well, because that's just going to get in the way when you cycle through. And you can also put on the Fable Arts things if you want, to the item that gives you more Fable Art. But it's not necessary for this one. So, go up the stairs, start the fight. It's a pretty generic fight to start with. Just big lumbering guy. Hit him with the Fable Art as soon as you can, so you can start building up the next one. But don't use it on his first phase. He does have 2 phases, so you do have to do the full health bar. I'm just going for normal R1 attacks because they just seem to work better. I know I said that and then I start doing those R2s. But yeah, he's not much of a threat, and you're probably going to kill him health-wise before you're going to break his posture down anyway. Yeah, there we go. So he's going to go into phase 2, which is a bit more difficult, and this is when you would start using your fire. So do as much as you can while the Spectre's still around. Try and watch out for those things whenever he does that sort of attack, because that's going to do decay damage. Sorry, not decay. The one that kills you instantly. I've forgotten the name of it. We'll get there eventually. And yeah, it's pretty much the same in his attacks. His big major attacks. He's swinging that big thing around. When he does this and he builds up, that will explode afterwards. Depending on how much health you have, you can either stand around and resist it. Like now, I think it's going to hit the floor. Big explosion. There, it happens. You're not going to take too much damage. I'm using the throwable fire just to set him on fire, because it does a bunch of damage to him. And then I'm using my Falcon Eyes. Do some more while he's at distance. Try and dodge those. And that. Hit him with the Falcon Eyes. You have some of your Legion canisters ready as well for this fight and the next one. I'm just going in trying to kill him at this point. We're not going to get it. We're going to get it. There we go. And you get the trophy, the Awakened God. Simple fight that, really. Just be aggressive. With the choice at the end here, so after the cutscene, you will be speaking to Simon Manus, and you choose I liberated her from Arche Abbey. This is going to give you the trophy, the story of the one who dreamed. We'll use that option in both of them anyway, because we're going to have to fight this guy again, unfortunately. So, simple enough first time. And once you've done that, we're going to go down the lift. So he has given us a boss Ergo, so it will have a special weapon, but there's no point going getting it yet, because we're going to overwrite this save. So big long lift ride all the way down, and then we're going to go and fight the final boss of the game, which is the Nameless Puppet. So rest here, get your health back, and we'll set up for that one. One stupid thing I did for both of these fights is I didn't change my amulets. I still have the HP one that gradually gives you HP back. You want to change that to the one that gives you extra resistance against damage. It's in the bottom left hand corner, I forget the name of it. That's going to be a better option. This guy's weak to electric, so just choose both of the throwables. So use this, and you can use the carcass fluid, anything in a jar that you can throw at him. That's going to be better than using the canister, honestly. I'm putting the Legion stuff, sorry, not the Legion, the Fable Catalyst on there, so you can use that and it will give you more Fable. And I'm also using the Legion canister thing to give me some more Legion if I want to use more Falcon Eyes. This fight does not go well because I didn't put the resistance on. I didn't change to the fire one, the fire converter. The fire converter, you want that one on. And the Iron Wall, I remember the name, Amulet, you want to put that on. It's going to do extra damage. So this option here, when we speak to Geppetto, is going to be refuse. That's the important part here, and that's going to lead you into the boss fight. If you choose to give him the heart, you will do the other ending, and that is not what we want to do. You'd have to do all of the fights again. So Nameless Puppet has two phases as well. His first one's pretty simple, in that he's just doing regular physical damage. You can, at this point, you should be able to block most of his attacks, if you didn't get opened up like that, and then get most of your health back using the system on the bar there. You can see I'm blocking, and then I'm getting my health back, and then I'm getting greedy and trying to do more damage than I should. So just a quick charge R2, the healing there, but you can see he does huge damage to the weapon when he blocks it, when I block, sorry. I'm trying to be clever and do the perfect guard, which is well out of my wheelhouse, so I shouldn't be doing that really. If you're good at those, you'll find this boss fight very easy. Starting to knock me around a bit. So yeah, get the Fable Art out and finish this phase. So go move into phase 2. He's a lot more aggressive now. He's going to have a glowing sword, and he's going to come for you. So this is where the throwable things are going to come in. Legion arm is going to be a good option here. The Falcon Eyes, you can hit him from a distance, obviously. Just know where your items are. That's the most important thing. So you're ready to just jump back and heal when needed. And just dance around him, throw him, using the jars here of electric. Eventually he'll get electrified. Just keep chucking. You see how much damage they do from a distance. I should have used the other ones as well. I'd do that in the second fight. The second time I fight both of these guys, it's a lot better. It's been a while since I've done both of them, to be honest. But yeah, the blocking on this, these attacks that he does huge damage to the actual weapon. So don't worry if this fight takes you a couple of tries. It does take, because he is so aggressive, it seems like a lot, but it's not that bad. You just need to be on top with hitting him with whatever you can from a distance. And you need to get lucky with what he does as well, I guess. Yeah, so when he's on this one, it's not so bad. He says. Oh no, he split his weapons again. So at this point as well, you should be using your Fabled Catalyst and your Legion to fill those up and just use them. I know I'm sort of dancing around here. It is not going well. I know. Don't have to tell me. I'm just making it look really bad. So yeah, he's broken my thing. This is why we have Vanini's repair tool as well. Getting away from him can be a pain, but there, it does the full repair. I've used the Fabled Catalyst. Now we're just going to go in and finish it. This is actually really quite close, isn't it? Hit him with that, and we're done. That was close and not very good. But once you've fought him, the first puppet trophy will be yours. And you'll move on to this ending, the first of the three, which is free from the puppet string. So this one, if you do an Xbox or non-PlayStation, then this is when you want to do one of the endings you want to do second or third. So skip, and then once you finish this, once you finish the game, there will be a bit of another video there. Dorothy's going to turn up. You'll get an option to go straight into New Game Plus or go back to the hotel. Always choose to go back to the hotel. This time it doesn't matter because we're going to go and just download the save and start again. But yeah, download the save. Trust me, the second time we do the puppet fight, it's going to be better. It's going to be easier. It's probably best just to go and watch that one. So close the game down. Now you can actually use the options now. Upload, download. Make sure you download. Do not upload. Download the save from the cloud or your USB if you're on PS4. And then restart the game and you're going to be back on the bridge and we're going to do this all over again. But only one more time. So this time, if you're Xbox, if you've jumped to this point, I gave you the 23-minute timestamp. This is the option you should take if you come in doing your first ending. So you want to come in through these doors and you want to give her peace. Because this is the one we've been setting up for. You'll know you're doing it right because your hair's going to turn white. If your hair turns white, then you've got enough humanity to get the best ending, which is what we're working towards. But we're going to split off. If you've got PlayStation Plus, we're actually going to split off again. Once we've fought Simon Manus, we're going to do another backup save. So remember to pick that record up as well. And then we're going to do this properly. So I'm going to be picking up moonstones and stuff and all that crap we don't really need anymore. Along the way, most of it's just kind of in a corner like that. We're not going out of our way to do this, but we're doing this area semi-properly. I think this first bit I just run past them again.
Let's keep going.
So the ending I've just done, the people who are watching Xbox, watching from Xbox or non-PlayStation Plus, the ending I've just done, you want to do second or third. So you can watch that run for your second or third ending. So I'm running past all these again because I know there's a Stargazer here, so I can just rest. Watch out, the fire guy was probably going to be following you though. There he is. And off we go. up into the Abbey once again. You should know where you're going by now. But yeah, we're just getting extra bits. Yeah, I mean, do we need this? No. Why is it this late in the game? I don't know. I'm pretty sure, we can buy an infinite amount of those now. Most things carry over into New Game Plus, by the way. The only things that don't are things like the Krat supply boxes, and key items and letters and things like that. They don't carry over, but records do, upgrade materials do, Ergo does, all the stuff, characters stuff does, weapons, everything like that carries over. So that's good. Just the key items that sort of progress the game don't. This does not go well. This guy's hitting hard. He should be dead. They should not be lasting this long. Watch these guys exploding, of course. And then over here in the corner there is some quartz. It's behind one of these screamers. Yeah, I don't mess with these. I don't like them at all. Horrible enemies. Yeah, the disruption there, you want to watch out for that. And then there's some quartz here. Moving on. See, unfortunately, New Game Plus, we have to do it. 5 records is all we need. At the end of this video, we won't move into New Game Plus until the next video, just so it gives you time to sort of clean up and tidy up everything before doing so. Make sure everything else is unlocked and you're done. Overheat on these. Then we have one of the ones I hate the most, again up at the top, the electric ones. These hit really hard, so again I'm not messing around, just Fable Art and then back away and hit him with another. I think that dropped, yeah, this drops in. Yeah, don't take chances with those. I do actually have 2 deaths coming up. I'm not going to show them because they're both extremely embarrassing, and they are both falling deaths. Ironically, when we were speeding through and being a little more carefree, I didn't fall off and die. Now that we're slowing it down a bit and taking the time a bit more, picking everything up, I do fall off. So I will let you know where it happened and what happened, but I'm not going to show them. And it's just such stupid ones as well. I shouldn't have done it. I wasn't firing the cannon this time, thankfully. So yeah, block these, shoot them as well. So it's the second one you need to block. Don't take chances because they will. Oh, I think he actually does what I did. The second one does what I did when I died the first time. He shoots himself off. That sounded really weird. Yeah, he just falls off before I even get a chance. Watch the edges here. Okay. So the reason Xbox and Non-Plus are doing this run first is that the run we just did you can do without doing all the humanity stuff. The lift there, if you didn't see it, takes you all the way back to the Stargazer. I'm not going to do it. If you don't have some gold fruit coin, take that lift down, go to the Stargazer, get some, and then come back here because you're going to be able to skip this red fox fight. So yeah, the run we're doing here is for the best one. So give her peace is one of the 2 options for an ending. give her piece leads to the best ending. The other option can lead to both endings, both of the other endings, so the second and third one. Doesn't matter what you say to her at the end, in the previous bit. It's the choice at the very end of the game that lead to the 2 and 3 endings.
Saddens me. I won you. Simon, I don't know. I trust you. Speak.
So I'm skipping past here. Say yes to him. That's going to be extra humanity. We've already gone past that point because our hair's white, so we've got enough humanity for the best ending. Your heart should be pounding. So essentially the way to think of the 2 endings is there's a good one and a bad one, and then there's a really good one. So the major choice is at the end of the game with Geppetto. So you either give him your heart or you don't. If you don't, then it leads to the good ending. If you do, it leads to the bad ending. If you want the really good ending, then you have to give her peace. That first choice we did in the video. That leads to the other really good ending. But it can also lead to the bad ending if you choose not to give... if you choose to give your heart. It's convoluted. It's not really that difficult to... Yeah, here's going to be one of the deaths, by the way, so I am just going to kind of phase through it. I will show you what that amulet did. So we just got that amulet. Be careful with that jump, obviously. Where are we there? Assassin's Amulet. It's increased critical attack. We're not going to be doing that many of those, so it doesn't really matter. Unless you're good at them, they'll be good against the Puppet Master, I guess. Sorry, the Nameless Puppet. So, my first death was... I thought, oh, I'll just run past all these, grab the crate, the chest, the next chest that's coming up, and move on. And I'll show you in a minute how or what happened. Because this one, I just ran past it, and in my practice run, it didn't follow me. So I thought I could do that again, I'd be okay, I'll get away with it. No, it followed me this time. And once you add that enemy to this one, and the one behind him, and the one to the left, it all got too much, and I got pushed off the edge. I didn't actually die to damage, which is what I thought might happen. So I came running round here, and off to the left. I knew this guy was here. I actually dodged through him, through his attack, better than I did that time, honestly. You can whip him through the wall if you want, if that makes it easier. But yeah, I got pushed back because I was blocking. I got pushed back off the edge here. It was a stupid thing to do. But it was a bit of a lapse in judgment. Getting excited, wanting to get the game finished. So in here is going to be a leaping amulet +1. So it's just a better leaping amulet, which gives you more max stamina. I'm going to not put that on, because the other ring does health as well. I was not expecting those guys to die in one hit, and I really should have expected this one to die in one hit, but no, I still follow up with another attack. I thought it was just a one-off the first time. Nope, that didn't hit me. So at the top here is your shortcut, remember? And I nearly die again here. There is a drop we're going to do. Usually we just stand off the corner, that's enough, but no, it sort of kicked me away. But yeah, there's an item here. It's not even worth grabbing, to be honest, but I'm committed now, I'm going to have to do it. But yeah, you're back at the Stargazer. Try this again, shall we? It's not even really worth it. It's one of those star fragments. But I guess if you've not got any, then it is worth it. Chances are you've got loads. So this is the last time we have to do this run, unless you're on, Xbox and non-PlayStation Plus. You can have to do this 2 more times. You haven't done the other ending yet. But for us, with PlayStation Plus, this is the last one we're doing of this run. Don't have to do it in New Game Plus either. So, second death coming up. I'm going to phase through here, because I've already done it. This guy knocked me off the edge as well, stupidly. and managed to squeeze me in between that gap. You see where my my death is? He squeezed me through that gap and knocked me down. Yeah, really bad. So he does use disruption. It's really quite annoying. Don't go near him when he does that. And then he throws it as well, which does track and catch you. This guy does push you back quite a lot. You see how much he's pushing back when I block. That was the problem. I blocked and it just pushed me right off the edge. Quick one to finish. So Quartz there. I mean, we will use the Quartz. We will be going back to the hotel once we finish the game. I don't know why I did that. I was supposed to do R2, but apparently L2 was what I pressed instead. It's just not going. It's because I'm all flustered now. I'm just annoyed that I died twice in quick succession after nearly doing the whole game without a single one. I know I did one earlier. What are you going to do? Right, we're nearly at this, at the top again. It's nearly boss time again. Or maybe for the first time. These guys are just horrendously. They hit so hard. Okay, right. There's a crank here. No more enemies until the boss. There's just 2 books to grab. One on the altar here. So yeah, I'm just using my heals here. You can see it's actually pumping up my my Fable art at the top there. I should have carried on and done all 5. It doesn't really matter. It's because I got that upgrade from the P organ. If you got it as well, then you can also do this. Rest here, fill your pulse cells up and keep going. You can remember to do that before the next boss as well if you wish. And then you're walking into it with 3 Fable art, 2 Fable arts nearly. So I'm just going to level up. No, I'm not. Yes, I did. Can't remember. Wasn't watching. What I was looking at is what amulets I'm going to do. So I'm going to get rid of the recharge one. As much as I love it, it's not going to help in a boss fight. Should have done this first time round. The one I'm looking for is on the left down there, the iron wall. So it reduced physical damage. And then I'm going to change this one to the decay one. That doesn't sound right. It doesn't do decay. Don't know why I put that on thinking about it. It doesn't do decay. It does the other one, doesn't it? That kills you in one go. So don't worry about that. Main thing is get rid of these 2. Unless you're using the wish stones to help with your NPC friend. Then you can keep that on. But he is weak to fire. So I'm just going to do the fire. Well, I'm not going to use the canisters. The Venini's tool, I'm going to put that down. I'm also going to have the caliber, the Legion stuff, and the Fable catalyst, sorry, to top up my Fable arts and my Falcon Eyes when I need it. Not so much in this boss fight, but in the second one, so we're ready for that. So yes, another unskippable cutscene. Unfortunately, you have to watch this again because the game essentially thinks we've only been here once. Carrying on, so same as before, or for the first time I guess I have to go through it again. For the Xbox people, this will be the first time you're doing this. Simple fight at the beginning. It is a 2-phase fight, but this is just a big slammy physical damage fight, the first one, so just hit him. Do tend to use R1 more than the charge. Actually, I know I'm about to do it now. If he's got his back to me like that, I'm going to hit him with the charge, but if he turns around, which he has, I'm going to try and skip round in and get hit. That didn't really help. And just, if he's at a distance as well, I'm going to hit him with charge rather than going in. There we go. Knocked him down. First phase is done. Don't use your Fable Arts on twice in the first phase. Save it up for your second one. And now you're going to be in a different place, but the same place at the same time. feels different, it's actually the same. Chuck loads of fire at him. So put it in your inventory and your thing and up on your D-pad. And just wait, keep going until he's on fire. And then from there you can drop back to normal damage, hit him with the Fable Arts, which I'm not doing now. Now I'm going to do it. And that's half his health bar down already. Now it's just hitting, chipping at him. When he does this, it does come down and do a bunch of damage. There's a big explosion, but chances are you're going to have more than enough health to survive it, because it doesn't do that much. I'm going to run away this time and try and use my gun, but I still get hit by it. It has a huge AoE, but it doesn't really do much damage. These you need to watch out for, because that's your disruption. But again, you're going to be able to skip away, skip to the side and just miss them. And we should be good enough, leveled up enough to just kind of tank most of the damage he's throwing at us. And just kind of push through and just do as much damage as you can. And there you go. If this is the first time you're beating him, you will get the trophy. Or the achievement, should I say. And then at this point you're going to want to make the choice, I liberated her from Arche Abbey. So you're going to lie to him. That's going to give you a trophy for finishing his storyline as well. If you've not got that, which we got before on the first run. You're going to get the Fallen One's Ergo and an Arm of God Recollection. So he does, that is a boss weapon, the Ergo. There we go. I'm going to take the lift all the way back down to, all the way down again, sorry, to the next boss fight. Do not go in here. We're going to do another backup save. So quit out. I'm going to show it again, but we're going to do a backup save. Now, another important thing, if you're on Xbox or non-PlayStation Plus, then you're going to want to choose the opposite choice that we do here. We're going for the worst ending here because we can. You want to do this ending as your second or third one because it's literally just this choice here. You don't have to worry about humanity and what you did to Sophia earlier on. So we've done our backup save. If this is your first run on Xbox, you want to refuse and go into the next boss fight. So skip past this section. For us, we're doing this one. We're going to give him our heart. That's going to lead straight into the ending. No more boss fight. Ending. Ending's done. You're going to get the real boy trophy there. And then we're going to go back to Hotel Krat. So remember, always choose to go back to the hotel. Again, if you're on Xbox, you will be fighting a boss now. So skip ahead to that part. So where I download the save and carry on. It's going to be in a minute. So when we get back to the hotel, we can go and get a trophy here, which is just play the piano. So come over here to the piano and play this. And once you're done, you'll get Pianist of Krat. And then we're going to go upstairs and get Geppetto's letter. So regardless of what ending you are, Xbox, whatever, always come up and do this. Always make sure you grab these letters and things. So you've got Geppetto's letter, open it, read it, and you'll get the trophy, the story of one father. Right, so that's us done with this ending, so we are going to quit out. So I'm just going to jump out, not even going to save it because it doesn't matter. Because we're going to just download the save. So remember, download the save, not upload. And then we're going to actually go and do the Nameless Puppet fight one final time. And that will be us done. So jumping back in. So this is where you want to be. Xbox, non-PlayStation Plus, this is your first ending you want to do. So I'm going to set up. I'm going to put some chuckables, some throwables on here. So the carcass body fluid, anything you can throw at him. Probably should have... these aren't great, the cluster grenades, honestly. Probably should have done shot put or something instead. You want your other setup here at the bottom. And then your defense part. I'd go on to fire here, but overheat doesn't make a difference on him. It was a bad choice on mine. Doesn't matter which one you put. Put a better one on for physical damage instead. I do actually go for a bit of vitality here just to tank a bit more damage. And then when you're ready, we're going to go in and we're going to refuse. So Xbox, non-PlayStation Plus, this is your first ending. Refuse. This is what we've been working towards with the humanity. Well, that's why our hair is white and why we've been lying the whole game. It's going to lead into the boss fight. So, on your other choices, your other endings, you want to do one where you choose to give him your heart here, and one where you, from the very beginning, the first ending that we did earlier on. So, fighting Nameless Puppet is going to go a bit better this time. So, block his damage and then hit him back. And you should gain most, if not all, of your health back if you manage to block properly and you don't get knocked about too much. You can see I'm getting most of my health back from just blocking. So it is going quite well. Hit him with one of those. You can see he's nearly down already. He's opened me up there. That's not good. Stamina's running out. So don't use any... oh, he's got healing. It's not fun. Don't use any of the throwables yet. Use them on phase 2. This phase is the easy one. He's not that aggressive here. He just hits hard. Take note of your weapons status, how much damage it's got on it. Use Vanini's repair tool when you need to. It will fully repair your weapon. I probably should have done it then, or should do it now while I've got a gap, and then do some more damage. But I'm going to go into phase 2 with damage on my weapon. Not the best of ideas. So he's going to be really aggressive again, and you want to use the throwables that we've got to get as much damage in as you can. So just, yeah, that wasn't great, went over his head, I know. Just throw them, go crazy. Even when he's in there, you will track him. This explodes, to try and watch that. And then do remember what your healing item looks like, so you can switch back to it and use it when you need to. So just go crazy, throwing everything you've got at him. Do as much damage as you can up front. Hit him with the Fable Arts when you can. We can see how much more aggressive he is. And now I'm switching to Vanini's tool. It does take a second to actually work. You do need a bit of a gap, but he's quite aggressive. He's cutting through me, which is not great. I'm trying to repair my sword. Hang on, not my sword, my puppet shredder. Back off, give me a goddamn window. Here we go. Right, okay. Heal. Right, let's finish this. Throwing things at him. Cluster grenades aren't great because he's too fast, he just moves through them. So I'm going to switch to the Legion arm in a moment and just use that. It just seems to work better. Yeah, you can see. And then we're just going to give him a cheeky one. And he's done. Okay, so this is the best ending in the game. This is Rise of P. So after the cutscene. There we go.
It's so good to see you.
We're going to get the trophy Rise of P. Where is it? There it is. So, choice. When you finish the game, go back to the hotel. We've got some stuff we need to clean up. So first things first, Go and put the record on. It does obviously give you humanity. At this point we don't care, but we do need to listen to all the records, so we need to pick them up and listen to them. That's part of the trophy or achievement. So you should, the only thing you should have left now are 5 records at the bottom here missing. These are all New Game Plus records. That's why we're doing New Game Plus. Everything else should be done by the end of this video. So, special weapon. Grab these.
It's me,
Hugo has changed.
Sorry.
He's going for it. He's going to be the great explorer.
As always, prove that you're
So he's going to have a couple of weapons for us to grab. So we've got the Noblesse, or whatever that word was, Jesus, and then Proof of Humanity. Basically the 2 bosses would just beat their bosses, their weapons, and you're going to get the special weapon collector. If you don't get that there, it's because you potentially forgot to pick up the nose weapon up here. I'll show you where that is. So if you're on Xbox or non-PlayStation Plus, once you've done this, you're going to go into New Game Plus and carry on. You can follow along with me for the New Game Plus records, but when it comes to the endings, so before we do all that, grab this, read it, and that's going to give you the story of the Blue Butterfly Trophy. Okay, now we have just records to get. So I'm going to clean up, I'm going to do P-Organ and things like that. So what you want to do on Xbox now is go through the game entirely again, and you want to do the first ending that I do in this video. Then you want to finish the game again and do the second ending that I do in this video. So you've just done the third one, the last one, the best one. The other 2, doesn't matter about the humanity choices. You can just get through the game and make that choice at the end of the game to determine which ending you get. That's what you want to do now, because you're free to just skip most things. So hopefully that all makes sense. There, that picture, remember where there was a weapon, his nose was growing. That might be the one you were missing. So we do hold on to upgrade materials and all that once we move into New Game Plus, but we will lose the ability to buy all of these things. So I don't need them, but I'm going to buy them all. You don't have to unless you feel like you might need them, might use them. I should have got the amulet as well. I think I buy everything apart from the amulet. Yeah, I didn't buy the amulet. Buy that as well if you want. So you've just got everything. Cranks and things if you feel like you want to grab those. And then we're going to go into New Game Plus in the next video and just shoot through the game as quickly as possible. And then after New Game Plus and the Platinum, then we'll move into DLC if you're going to carry on with me with that. So Legion Arm, I'm not going to use anything but the one that I'm using now, Falcon Eyes, but I'm just going to show you. Upgrade. Another good option is the Aegis, which is a shield and does like parries and counters and things. It means you don't need to be as good at perfect guards. I prefer the damage from the other one and the distance you get from it. There's my record finishing. Yeah, so well done. That's playthrough 1 done. We're going to do on to New Game Plus in the next video. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.